Toss that over here, kid. Thanks. Guys, feast your eyes on two of the rarest Yamaha motocross bikes ever made. That's a 1976.5 125 YZ125X model. Had a lot of mid-year upgrades, and this is its big brother, the YZ175C. You'd be hard pressed to find one anywhere in the United States of America available for sale today, let alone one that looks like it just came out of the box like this. Now, the best part about this, we bought this from a collector out of Virginia, Jay, who had the 125C, the 175C, the 250C, and the 400C. So we got every model from that year, the full collection. The 125 and 175 are ready to go. The 125 is listed on eBay for sale already. This one will be listed probably later this week. I'm going to do a full riding demo on this one. It is absolutely the twin to the 125, except for the 175. Hey, look, a gopher, look at the groundhog running over there. That's our resident groundhog. So back to this bike. This 175C model here has a cylinder. If you look at the cylinder, it's substantially bigger because it's 50 cc's more, about a 40% increase in displacement. In the expansion chamber on it, if you look on this side, Jordan, show them this pipe right here. This is the original factory expansion chamber. Everything else on the bike is the same. Carburetor's 2 millimeters bigger, the cylinder's 50 cc's bigger, and the expansion chamber is much larger to accommodate the larger displacement. And this is a 175 that hauls the mail. Now, Yamaha was dominating. I'm going to ride this in a minute, so stay tuned. You're going to get to hear this thing fill the jungle with sound here. But Yamaha was dominating in the motocross scene. They won the World Motocross Championship in 1976. Bob Hanna and the Yamaha team were kicking ass everywhere. And this 175 was a world-class racing machine right out of the box. It had some one-year-only features like these two air canisters. These are the original factory Yamaha with the stickers on them, air canisters on top of the original factory forks. If you look at the forks, they have a unique form of bracing ridges on the front and rear to make it a little more rigid. Those are the original DAID rims, the original forks. The forks have been unretouched. The rims are unretouched. This is a very low hour original, fresh from the private collection out of Virginia. All the bearings on the bike are super tight. The swing arm bearings, the shock bearings. It has a brand new gold chain on it, and it has very little wear. The motorcycle's in mint condition. If you look at all the cycle parts, it has the original factory kickstand. Now, these things are getting to be extremely rare, which equates to extremely valuable for the collectors. One sold at the Mecum auction in 2000. If you go on to Mecum.com and look under completed listings, one sold in 2020, just like this, for $9,900. Well, one sold in 2023, the price went up, as you'd expect, due to inflation, $11,000. So these are getting more and more rare. Very, very hard to find. Has some unique features like the swing arm mounted chain tensioner, which was a 1 year only item. Has the full monoshock suspension, the upset swept pipe, and if you look at the condition of the bike, the cylinder's in mint condition, the original factory exhaust is in mint condition, the engine cases are in mint condition, the bottom of the frame rails are like mint. They had a factory protection on there, so there's no dings or dents in the bottom of the frame. The pegs are nice and straight, and it does in fact have that original kickstand. So very, very hard to find any motocross bike from 1976 this nice, but to find a YZ175, which was a limited production 1 year only model, unobtainium. You're just not going to find it. I don't know of another one even for sale in the United States today, let alone one this nice. So fire this bad boy up. The championship winning horsepower is all about. Feast your eyes on the class of 76, guys. What a little ripper. What a fun test ride, bringing back memories. I had the MX175, the trail version of this, back in the late 70s, and I rode that thing for tanks and tanks of gas every day, all summer long. I rode the living shit out of that bike, and they're absolutely bulletproof. These Yamahas are really well made. This particular one is a very low hour original that's been partially restored by that. I mean, this is the original factory paint job on the tank, guys. A lot of Jay's bikes, one common denominator is they all had the original kickstand. Almost all of them had original paint, and the frames are mint. That's what he looked for. Very, very, very hard to find an original paint like this. The original factory paint, and the tank's in beautiful condition. There's no dents on it. Most of the times they're restored. You don't know if there's Bondo in them or if there are dents on them. The saddle looks like brand new. The rear fender is new. The side panels are new. The Yamaha replica stickers that Christy Steiger Designs made are new. The grips are new. The levers are new. The front fender is new. But the rest of the bike, all the original cycle parts are intact. The wheels, the forks, the shock, the original factory exhaust, the pegs, the shifter, the kickstand, the chain tensioner, the chain guide. It does have a new chain on it. The rear tire has been replaced. Other than that, the bike is largely original. All of the cycle parts, the engine cases, the cylinder, the carb, the air box. It does have a new air filter in it. Let me grab the work order just to see if I left anything out. Here are the technician notes. The compression tested a perfect 170 PSI with a strong spark. 2 brand new air filters. The air box was cleaned. Put the new chain on it. Aired up the forks, adjusted the brakes, changed the gear lube. Didn't need a whole lot of work. It was only on the service department for a total of 2.5 hours. So it was rock solid, excellent condition when we got it. The detail shop steam cleaned it, hand washed it, degreased it, cleaned the tires, the chain, the sprockets, the seat. They did repaint the factory original exhaust system. They repainted the swing arm and the kickstand, and touched up the black painted areas of the bike. The original factory paint job, as I mentioned, is intact on the fuel tank, which is absolutely freaking remarkable. So obviously, judging on the condition of the cylinder, the engine cases, all of the cycle parts, this is a low hour original that's been well cared for. Part of the 33 bike collection we bought out of Virginia. The guy was obsessed with these 76 YZs. He had every model. The only person that I ever met had every model. So the 125X is up on eBay for sale. This 175C will be up. And we have the YZ250 coming out hopefully later this week. So good chance all 3 of them will be up on eBay for sale at the same time. If you have any questions, give us a call. 860-454-7024. One of the rarest Yamaha motocross bikes of the 70s, the 175C. Kaplan America approved. This thing's a little rocket ship. I'm 220 pounds and it hauls ass at me on it. So it's rock solid. Original factory wheels, spokes, everything worked. The brakes work beautiful. Transmission and clutch are on point, and the engine runs like new. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.